Can you kill these plants? Yeah. Are you probably going to? Nah. Well, welcome to the small scape on Saturday, where I try to offer you some unusual but helpful little tips and tricks in your aquascaping journey in nanotank land. Well, this one is, well, what are the 2 easiest aquatic plants? I'm talking easy, super friendly, you can't kill them, and I can prove it. How am I going to prove it? Well, let me show you. First of all, what is the first plant that I would recommend? Super easy, even if you're afraid of aquatic plants. I've been there myself. What is the first one that I would recommend? The humble moss ball. And how am I going to prove it? This little guy is a little water garden that I made probably about a year ago, at least. It sits on my windowsill, right by my desk, and sometimes I put it on the windowsill, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I change the water, sometimes I don't. It's gone weeks before I've changed the water. Sometimes I'll only change the water once a month. I can really easily clean the glass if there gets maybe a little bit of algae, if the water gets dirty. Do I add water? Do I add any water conditioner or fertilizer? I don't add any fertilizer. Sometimes I add water conditioner. Sometimes I don't. Get the gist? Now the fun thing about this one is it was a little, I'll attach the video. It's kind of a silly video, but fun that you can have with a moss ball because it is so great. And they don't have the issue that they had, was it last year, with the little critters that were getting in there. They're all good. They're being sold again. All good to get right back into the moss ball game. This one, I used this is just from a sidewalk, kind of like a sidewalk light that you can get from the Dollar Tree, whatever. And it's solar, so that's why I put it on the windowsill during the day. And then at night, it becomes, can you see it lit up a little bit? I'll get better footage of that. And then it becomes a little night light, really cute. But the moss ball is really great. Plus you can rip them apart. You can create like a little, what I did, like a little, kind of like a grassy knoll. I've used, a lot of people will just put them in a bowl at their desk at the office. It's just really cute. It's like a little friend. It's a little green friend. Super easy. They do really, really well in a lot of different water parameters. And if you need to give them, if they're looking a little dull, drab, fun fact is all you do is you take them, you wring them out under some fresh water and put them in the refrigerator for a day or 2. It actually refreshes them. Go figure. Plant number 2, Java moss. This is well known to be the easiest aquatic plant. You really can't kill it. It's just above, I think, where did I hear this from? Corey, maybe? Aquarium Co-op. I think he once said that it's like one step above algae. It's that easy to keep alive. That's hilarious. That's probably what made me want to try Java moss. So how can I prove that it's the easiest plant to keep alive? Here. It's in a little, what are these called? Little ball jars? Yeah. And he also sits on the windowsill sometimes. Sometimes he doesn't. And it's just a blob of Java moss in some tap water. Maybe I added some water conditioner. I'm not really quite sure. I've probably changed the water a couple times. It's been going for a few months. And sometimes I take off the lid and give them some fresh air. Sometimes I don't. I just leave the lid on. But it's doing very nicely. Is it growing like crazy? No, it's just sitting there, but it's still alive. You can even see that it's starting to grow up outside the water. But yeah, there's enough moisture in there to keep it happy, and it's still alive. So there you go. Are there any fish in there in either of these tanks? No. Is there any filtration? And like I said, I don't add any fertilizer in either of these, and sometimes I add water conditioner and sometimes I don't. So you can of course keep simple little water gardens, what I would call these. These would be miniature water gardens. Of course, the Java moss is not really much to look at. It's just a plant experiment. But you can also incorporate this into any of your aquariums because they are so simple. So if you are still afraid to get into the aquatic plant game, here you go. Here's 2 reasons why you should jump right in. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.